Hello you guys, you got Chomp here, get chomped. I'm going to talk you guys through how I do monochromatic looks. I do this a lot for clients, I do it a lot for myself. A monochromatic makeup look is pretty much when you use the same type of shades, tones for most of your face. So as you may or may not be able to see, you can probably see it, but I have this whole peach thing going like up my cheeks for the blush and then my eyes and all as well. I use some specific techniques. So I'm going to walk you guys through that, talk about it with you, all that good stuff. I'm not going to talk too much today. I'm just going to get right into it. So let's start. I want to do a monochromatic look for you guys today because that seems to be the whole trend of 2020 and kind of like the end of 2019 was this whole beautiful, blushy, peachy, monochromatic look. I guess we can thank Patrick Ta for that. He kind of really set the movement for this kind of look. He came out with this fan, the spray highlight, also some lipsticks and blushes. I don't know why my dog is meowing at me right now. What's up, buddy? What? What's going on? He came out with the blushes, the lipsticks, and everything, and for the blushes, he kind of, instead of coming out with an actual blush brush, he came out with eyeshadow brushes as well. So using that for your eyes, and I mean, I'm gonna get into all of it and everything, what monochromatic really means, but it's mainly, I guess, using one shade, one tone for your entire face, which creates a very natural, glowy, blush type look, if you kind of get what I'm feeling. I always say that you need to prep your skin right before you start the makeup, which is, I mean, I think any artist will say that. But anyway, so I'm going to start by kind of adding some hydration and plumpness to my skin right now. And I'm going to go in with First Aid Beauty, the Ultra Repair Hydrating Serum. This is really great stuff. This kind of acts like the Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Primer. It has that same tacky, sticky element to it. The Hydro Grip is amazing. I love that stuff, but it's a similar consistency. And I tend to use this especially extra dry days, or if I have like dry patches and all. I'll especially like concentrate it there so that the makeup doesn't cling to it weird. For another primer that I'm going to use to kind of smooth things out, fill the pores, all that, I'm going to go in with the e.l.f. Luminous Putty Primer. I just recently started using this and I love it. I think it's a great product. And I love that there's a luminous one because, you know, I'm the dewy kind of girl. So what I like to do with a product like this is I like to take a flat type of brush. This is from the brand Farah. I think these brushes are really nice, very affordable. I just take a flat brush and I just kind of, you know, get some product on it. And then I just start sweeping it on my face. And I mainly focus in like T-zone areas, you could say. Now to start the complexion side of things, I'm going to go in with a more radiant and hydrating concealer, you can say. So this is the NYX Born to Glow. They also have a foundation, which I really love. But I just find this to be very radiant, brightening, and dewy. So I'm going to go in problem areas and even cover up scars like that. I'm going to take some on my lids as well, use that as primer on my lids. Wow, isn't that a look? Now I'm going to take a more buffing type brush. This is the Milk Makeup and Sephora collaboration brushes. These brushes are freaking amazing. I'm so glad I got my hands on them. I use them almost every single day. I love them. They're definitely the ones I reach for to most of the time. So I'm just gonna buff this all out. And don't forget, I haven't applied any foundation or anything yet. I'm doing this concealer first just because I want the complexion to be very, very nice today. All right, and then for these scars right here, that little discoloration, I'm gonna go in with a more pigmented concealer, the one with a little bit more coverage, but still keep it kind of like radiant, and also one that has a slight peach hint to it so that it kind of blurs out that darkness. Okay, I'm going in with one of my favorites, a Morphe concealer. I've been using these since they released and I really, really love them. I always reach for them. So you see how that has a little bit more of a yellowy peach undertone. That's gonna cancel out the darkness and all. So we're just gonna do that. Cover up these areas and then I might as well go under the eyes a little since we're here. And I'm just going to take that same brush and rather than like pulling it up, I'm just kind of stamping it in so that it covers what I need it to cover, you know? I needed to cover all my secrets. So something I'm going to be reaching for a lot in this video is it's the Anastasia Cream Contour Kit in medium. And the reason why I chose medium over light, since I do have light skin tone, I chose medium because of this shade right here. This is the most gorgeous, like, creamy blush peachy shade ever. I use it in so many shoots. I use it on myself all the time, and this is what we're going to be playing with today. So we're going to dip into this palette right now, and I'm going to show you guys how I use this palette. So with a palette like this, to really activate, I guess, the creams, what I like to do is I like to go in with a facial oil, usually a rose oil or something like that. This actually happens to be the Anastasia Hydrating Facial Oil. Amazing stuff, very hydrating. I don't use this directly for my face just because, I don't know, I don't trust it for some reason. I use pure rosehip oil for my face, but I do use this as a mixing medium for my products so that they become creamier, dewier, glowier, all that good stuff. So I'm going to be bronzing the face first. I'm mainly going to be going into these two shades and mixing it in with this to bring it a little bit lighter. And so what we're going to do is we're going to take just a drop of oil in each pan. And that is literally more than enough to like really shape up the face. So I'm going to take another brush from Milk and I'm just going to kind of dab into these three here and there, and watch, this is gonna be insanely pigmented. And I'm kind of just gonna sculpt my face first. So you can also call this the Scott Barnes technique, I guess. He kind of really blew up this technique when he was on Tati's channel, but this I feel like has been a technique that's been around for a long time, used by many artists. So what we're gonna do is sculpt the face, really feel where the contours of my face are. You want to go under the chin, under the jawline to really define it. And then we're gonna go up here as well. And dip back into the palette. Make sure we do temples and sides, especially since I have a rounder face. Normally it comes up, contours come up a little bit higher so I can narrow the face a bit more. So I think the camera just shut down while I was blending this out and didn't record it, so I'm sorry you guys did not get to see me blend that, but you will see me blend plenty more. Now I want to go into this beautiful peachy corally shade. You're gonna see how pigmented this is as well. So I know that looks crazy, but blend it out, it's gonna be great. So I guess this is the start of the monochromatic element to this look, or how this goes. You take the same blush color and you kind of apply it to your eye area, so it's just a very flushed, natural feel. I'm going to continue to blend this out. Now, some of you may still think like, girl, you look kind of crazy. Yeah, I do. That's because I'm not done yet. It's getting a little hot in here. Just tie his hair up. We have that base laid down. I'm going to go in with a foundation now, a luminous foundation as well. I will be going in with a little bit of the Anastasia liquid foundation, luminous foundation. Instead of taking a stippling brush and going in with a foundation like Scott Barnes actually does, I'm taking a beauty blender today, just because we want a dewier finish. And yes, I'm going to go all over the face with this. To quickly bronze up my face a little more, I'm going to go in with this Natasha Denona Diamond and Blush palette. It's actually on sale at Sephora if you're trying to get it. And I'm going to go in with this little cream bronzer they have. I need to activate that a little. A little oil, you know. And this one does have a shimmer in it, so I'm using it as more of a light bronzer up here, just to add a little bit of glow and warmth. I'm not sure if it's picking up on camera too much, but it's adding a really nice, like, bronzy glow to my skin and complexion. I'm gonna go along the nose a little bit with this. We're gonna go in with a liquid highlighter real quick. This is the Becca liquid highlighter in Prosecco Pop, not champagne. I chose Prosecco Pop because it's a little bit peachier and more yellow, which is much more up my alley. So, you know, we all have our reasons why we do things. Just gonna take a little bit of this baby, and we're just gonna apply. Oh my god, I'm so obsessed with this highlighter. It literally just makes me glow. It's just such a, like, it really is like a fucking pop of Prosecco. Like, I'm gonna go in with an eyeshadow palette now. I'm gonna go in with this Iconic London palette. Whenever I do like more natural type looks, you could say, I will reach for this palette, because also Iconic London is known for like glowy, natural, radiant type stuff. So it's a very, very beautiful palette. I think these colors are amazing. The shimmers perform amazing. The mattes perform amazing. This color Bellini is like my favorite color ever. I don't know why I'm so obsessed with it. Whenever I think like, oh, I want to wear makeup today, I'm like, oh, I want to wear Bellini on my eyes. Is that weird? Am I the only one that does that? All right, so I'm just going to set my eye first. I'm going to go in with In the Nude and Peaches and Dream first. I'm just going to kind of tap into both of them. And I'm going to set all this cream product in my eye. So now I'm taking more of Peaches and Dream right here, and I'm kind of going, whoa, I'm kind of going in and setting around this area more. I'm going to take that same brush and I'm going to dip into my favorite, Bellini. And I'm going to focus more on the outer half, but I'm still applying it on my entire eyelid up to my brows. And I'm kind of pulling the shade out a little bit. Okay, I'm now gonna go into this ColourPop palette called Sweet Talk. Look how peachy and beautiful that is. Like, you can't do better than that. So we're gonna go into this shade right here. It's like gold flips of this like peachy orange goodness. I'm literally taking my finger and I'm just gonna apply it all over the lid. Okay, so I had to move the camera, whatever, we're back now, I guess. I'm just gonna take a little bullet brush like this. I'm gonna dip into this very peachy color called Meadow. This is not Bellini. Bellini is a different color. But Meadow, beautiful color as well. And I'm just gonna go under here. And I'm gonna pull out like that and drag it out like that. I'm actually gonna mix in a little bit of this darker shade just because it's my lower lash line. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump in. I don't know if I want to use which one of these to continue using. I think I'm going to go back into the Iconic London. And I'm going to take right here, Champagne Chic, this beautiful pale yellow gold color, and do the inner corners. I'm just going to take the shade Wonderland as well. It's a softer pink peach shimmer with a little bit of pink in it. And I'm just going to do kind of blend it into the inner corner like that as well. Topping off with a little bit of Melody from this palette. It's more gold with orange flecks in it, just to add more glow. And you know, I just took some brown liner in my waterlines and all and smudged it out and winged it out a tiny bit just by pulling it like that at the corners. For my brows, we want something a little bit more feathery, a little bit more bushy, a little bit more fluff natural, if you know what I mean. So we're gonna go in with Milk Makeup Kush Brow, you know, all-time favorite, can't live without that. All right, this look is almost done. I'm just gonna top off with some powders, finish off the whole monochromatic feel, whatever of it, and set and lips, and we're gonna say goodbye. This color Icon Blush from Wet n Wild is my favorite, one of my favorite shades ever. It has a slight gold shimmer flip to it. It is so beautiful. And what I love doing is I love taking this little brush it comes with, dusting it off like that. This is in pearlescent pink, by the way. And I just go like this. And I just add a little bit. I just love doing that. And I just add a little bit. And then I go in and I blush up the face. Like, oh my god, that's so much blush. I love blush. I don't care. I might look like a clown. Whatever. People can say whatever they want. I love my blush. So you can see I'm taking this blush color, I'm taking it around here, taking it up this way a little bit around my eyes and all, making it all really connect, kind of like a blush glow through the center of my face. I'm gonna take a highlight from the Natasha Denona palette that I was using, the Diamond and Blush, and hopefully it's as blinding as I want things to be. So let's give it a try. I mean, that's not too bad. Oh, that's actually a very nice, like, subtle glow. I ain't complaining. I was really worried because swatching these, they just don't feel like as soft as the price would make them. Like, they're not even really swatching that well, but I mean, they're applying decently with the brush. And they're not picking up texture or anything too bad, so I'm with it. I'm with it. For lips, I'm gonna go in with this new L'Oreal Matte Lip Crayon, and then also a ColourPop lippy stick in the shade Z Boys. It tastes like peach. And now I'm just going to set my face with the new Morphe setting spray, the Luminous setting spray. Went right up my nose. I'm gonna take this. Okay, and here we have it, a nice dewy monochromatic look for you guys. I think it came out pretty well. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed that. Make sure to give your girl a little thumbs up if you like your girl. Make sure to give me a little ring on that bell, all that good stuff, you know. And make sure to sound off below if you have anything you want to say to me. If you want to tell me I look bad, if you want to tell me I look good. Actually, don't tell me I look bad. That'll make me sad. But I mean, say what you want to say. I'm not going to stop you. I am welcoming anything. That's going to be it for today's video. Thank you again for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.